Morning everyone, how you going? Very cool day today, only 14 degrees at the moment. It's like just after lunch, just got home from work. So heaps of rain coming, was a bit overnight, a little bit more coming now. When I say heaps of rain, I'm talking like 5 mil, 10 mil, it's nothing. But yeah, for Perth it's a bit. So just had, lucky I got home in time, and in the last hour or so I've had about 4 people come round to deliver stuff that I was waiting on. For some reason it all rocked up today within an hour. So yeah, so we'll go and have a look at that in the garage. It's all stuff that I need doing, so we'll go and have a look at all that stuff. But otherwise it's been very quiet for the past week. Nothing's broken. I haven't had to do anything or I haven't done anything to make a video, so but anyway, yeah, it's been quiet, which is good. So yeah, we'll go and have a look at this stuff in the garage. Thought I'd just show you the weather, because yeah, it's all kind of coming from like the northwest, so kind of that way, and you can see on the horizon it's quite dark, but then over here it's pretty good. So it's kind of missed us. It's gone south and it's hitting Bunbury, Margaret River a fair bit, and then Geraldton to the north, and it's going that way, and we're kind of in this clear corridor, which is a bit funny. But it did that the other day as well. Really rained heaps on that side and that side, and Perth just missed it all. But yeah, we could do with the rain, it'd be nice. Okay, let's head in the garage and go and see what we got. So I gave the Commodore a wash the other day. First time washing it using that little shed and the little cart that I made up for detailing, so worked out really well. And having that too, game changer. So the bench I'm talking about. So yeah, it worked really well, and cleaned up nice. Only took me about an hour or so. So yeah, all good. It was just a quickie, inside and out. So we got all this stuff. So these are rear. I haven't opened them yet. They only just rocked up. This was the last thing to rock up. So yeah, rear disc rotors for the i20. I've got front ones here, rear ones there, front and rear brake pads, and so that's all for the i20. My old man's a mechanic, and he rang up a place that he normally gets his parts from, and to get these same ones RDA, I got 2 for the price that he could get at trade price for 1. So that's from Spares Box as well. So Spares Box come. I really should have got these from Spares Box as well, but these were going to get done. I kind of wanted to do these just quickly, but then when I took the wheels off to check some things, I noticed the massive lip on the rotor. Kind of that's one way to check it. So that's if you run your nail, that's flat. On my i20 now, there's about a 3 mil. These have worn down like 3 mil, and there's a big lip here. So yeah, I thought, well, I didn't check the backs, I just checked the fronts. The fronts were that far buggered, so I thought I'll just do the rears as well. So all good. Then I got this stuff. I was doing some research about some good sound deadening. This is going to be for the new car. I'm not using it on that car or the little car. This is just for the new car, the Nissan, when I get it. So I bought some other stuff, from some travel mugs from Amazon, and I saw a review on this stuff, and they compared it to Dynamat. It's Amazon brand. I didn't even know Amazon had their own brand, but yeah, they compared it to a lot of other ones, and this come up for the price, come up like number 1. So I thought I'd give it a shot. It's only 3 mil thick, and it looks like it's a butyl rubber. It's got a black rubber. So it's a little bit of heat insulation, I suppose, with that foil, but then the butyl is there to take the shock out of the panels. And I've been looking at pictures of the back of the Nissan Z in the boot area, once you take all the carpet up, and it looks like none of it is sound deadened. So I definitely want to do that, and by doing that, my theory is the subwoofer that's in the rear tyre well, it's a full Bose system, but Bose is just not what it used to be. You can get them to sound pretty good, but there's a little bit of things you do. So if you have a look at a Nissan Z, someone lifts up the thing, shows you the sub. If you take the cover off the sub, it's not like a 10-inch sub. It's two 4-inch subwoofers, which is stupid. I don't get it. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I don't want to change the stereo, and if I change it, I don't want to go running a power lead to run a new amplifier and a sub that fits in, because you can buy a JBL subwoofer that fits in that space, and that's got an 11-inch subwoofer, I'm pretty sure, in it, and it's about 250 watts, something like that. No, 200. I think it's 200 or 180 watts. So 180 watts at 13 volts, I think I worked it out the other day, is about 9 amps. So if the original sub circuit, electrical circuit, is on a 10 amp fuse, then you can use the power and the signal that's already there for the original sub to power this JBL thing. But the JBL thing's about $1,000. So I don't want to spend $1,000 to upgrade the sub if I don't have to. So this was about $40, and by adding this around the sub might make it sound better. It's an experiment, we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's my theory there. So spend $40 to save $1,000. We'll see if that works. Also got a new tyre inflator, because it's a PCL. I like these PCLs because they do come. I've had some bad experience with just cheapy ones that you buy from the auto shops that they're just not accurate. I bought one, and then I've got a decent one, an ARB one, in my breakdown inflator kit that I keep in this when we go on long rides. But that stays in there. I don't want to keep using that out here, because one day I'll need it, and it won't be in the toolbox that it's there. It'll be at home, and we're out stuck somewhere. So I did buy a cheap one, this kind of style, because I like this style for around home. Pumped up the tyres, decided to just check it against the ARB one, and it was drastically out by 7 or 8 psi. Thought I'd live with it for a bit, and then I thought, no, bugger it, I'm going to take it back. I did check it against another little tyre gauge, just a tyre. It's not a pumper upper, it's just a thing to check your tyre pressures with a little gauge, and it was the same 8 psi out. So I ended up buying, it's in the shed at the moment. I bought this exact one, but it had a digital gauge, not this analog gauge, and works really well. Same thing, comes with a certificate, and like this is, you know, 20 psi, this thing goes to 19.17, so really good. And around the 40, which is where I'm going to be using it, it's only 0.76 of a psi out. So yeah, I'm never going to use it at 70, 100, or 130, so all good. That's for this particular unit. If you buy another one, it's going to be different. They test each one, so it's got a certificate ID, the serial number of that. Test standard plus or minus 2 psi, and it's better than that at 40 psi. It's not even 1 psi, so all good. So yeah, splashed out, bought the digital one. Digital one's really good, as this will be. The only thing is, I don't use them all the time, and whenever I go to use it, for some reason, I've got to change a battery in it to run the screen, otherwise you can't see what pressure you're pumping up to. So if you use it every day, I suppose it'd be really good. But you know, I'd get a year, maybe a year out of a battery. I don't know why it's using battery just sitting there. It's only just like 1 AA or something like that. But yeah, every time you go to use it, it's flashing the battery icon. You pump 3 tyres up, get to the 4th one, and it's flat. So I can't be bothered anymore. So I'll flog that off. I might get $100 for that. This was 150, so this might only end up costing me $50. But yeah, definitely, if you're not going to use it all the time, just go and there's no need to know your tyre pressure to the point of a decimal place. It's just ridiculous. My new car's got tyre pressure monitors built in, so you can see the thing on the dash anyway. So yeah, it's just easier to have an analog. I don't like how it doesn't come with that. I saved the one out of my other one, but yeah, I suppose they don't know what you're connecting it to, and there must be different things. But anyway, that's easy to fix. But yeah, anyway, so I'm waiting for my missus to call me back because she's not back from work yet. So plan of attack is obviously I'm going to make this brake job way bigger than what it has to be, because I don't know if you've noticed, I might have showed it, but the brake dust that is on the brake dust that comes off the brake pads that are on there now is really, really bad, and I've just stopped cleaning it because I can't be bothered. you clean it the next day, it's like mud. It's just really, they must have just used the cheapest brake pads they could find. That's why I splashed out and got the Bendix ones. Apparently these, because they're ceramic, there's very little dust. Not no dust, but very little dust. I'm pretty sure that's what's on this, and these don't even get dusty. They're really good. Also, I was reading just before as well, blue titanium stripe, which means you don't need bedding in, so you don't have to go find a quiet road somewhere, get up to 100 k's an hour and then just slam the brakes on 5-6 times to bed in the pads. I don't know, you probably have to bed in the rotors, so I'll probably still have to do that, but if you weren't changing the rotors, just the pads, then there's no bedding in, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm turning this into a bigger job than what it has to be, so I'm trying to convince her, that's why I'm waiting for a phone call from her, to either work from home tomorrow. That would be option number one, that way I can have the car here, because I've got tomorrow off, being Friday. Otherwise, what I might do is run her down to the train station in her car, where she normally parks anyway, because she normally catches a train to work. She drives and then catches a train. So I'll just run her down to the train station, come back, jack the car up, and I'll start working on the car while she's at work. If the car's finished, I'll go and pick her up at 4 o'clock, whatever time it is, when she comes home. If it's not finished, I'll take this car and go and grab her. And then I've got Saturday to finish it off if I don't finish it. So, but what I want to do is, if that's a goer, if she can either work from home or she's cool with me dropping her off and bringing the car back and having the car here for the whole day, I'm going to jack the whole car up. 4 jack stands, I've got them over there. Or no, sorry, they're in the little shed now. Jack them up, take all the tyres off. Go on the front there, because this is how bad the brake dust is, and give them a really good clean. And I've actually got some aluminium cleaner. Let's have a look and see if it's where it should be. Oh, it should be here. Here it is. This stuff. So this is like an acid. I'm pretty sure it's an acid. Yeah, it's a hydrofluoric acid. I won't put that on the bench because I know what's going to happen. And it's mainly for aluminium, but because it's got the hydrofluoric acid in it, I'm going to use it to clean the rims and the hubcaps, because that car's only got hubcaps on it. I've been trying to find a new set of hubcaps, almost impossible. I've rang Nissan twice, not Nissan, Hyundai, down the road, and they won't even answer my phone call. So I'm going to clean the ones that are on there up. One of them's a bit scratched, so I'm going to just try and sand them. I'm going to sand them back anyway, but I might try and sand that one a bit extra just to get rid of the scratches. And probably not going to prime them because they are flexible, so I don't know how it's going to go with a primer. And if I rub them down to like a 400 to 600 grit, they don't need priming. And I've got a brake caliper paint for them that I was going to use on this car. It's just aluminium colour. So yeah, the hubcaps will get a good treatment. I've got to clean all the wheel nuts up. And then I've also got black paint to paint the actual standard rim that's underneath the hubcaps. So, and get rid of all the brake dust that's on there. But what I might do first is get some of that stuff there, take the car just down, not on the brick paving here, I'll take it like just past the footpath or on the footpath, and I'll just drench as much as I can, and from this side, with the aluminium stuff first. That way it'll get like 80% of the stuff off it. Rinse it off down there, make the mess down there, and then bring it in here and take the wheels and tyres off it, and then take the wheels and tyres separate, do it again. Hopefully most of the stuff's off it by that stage. Blow them out, compressor, rub them back, quickly spray the black on the, I don't care if I get any on the tyres, because that's another thing that's going to happen soon is we get new tyres for that car, because the tyres on that are just really hard and rotted, so it needs new tyres. Yeah, and then while the black's drying, then I'll start working on the hubcaps, and then come and change some brake discs. This is tomorrow, not today. And then just kind of work my way around the car, kind of do one side, put another coat of paint on, come back, do another side, another coat of paint, and hopefully by the time I've done all the brake rotors and discs on the car, everything, all the paint's dry, and boom, everything can go back together. I did say in another video I wasn't going to do this. I was going to wait for my dad, being that he is a mechanic and does that all the time. But I'm decided I've got brake fluid as well around the corner. I'm not going to do it just yet. So that was the main reason for him doing brake fluid. I've been with him. Well, I'm the one that always presses the pedal, and he's the one on the brake caliper side, tightening and loosening. You know, down, up, down, up. I've always been the one in the car, so I've never been down that end doing it. That's why I don't really know what to do. I kind of know what to do, but I don't want to practice on my missus's car and then she goes to work with no brakes. So I'll never hear the end of that. So yeah, so I'll just do the mechanical side of things, the pads and rotors and all the painting, because otherwise he's going to be here for ages while the paint dries and stuff. It's just not going to work out. So yeah, I'll get all that done, and then another day when he is free, I'll get him to come round, and then we can just jack it up and just do the new brake fluid. So that'll work. So yeah, this thing is working good, because that is that's holding. They're pretty heavy. I can't lift that up with one hand, probably. I don't think. No. And there's two of them on there. So yeah, bench is going really good. I did actually cut a bit of. I've got some foam that I've cut for this to put it if you're going to be doing like this stuff's all right. But yeah, any watery stuff or oily, or you're putting sharp metal tools down, I've actually got a bit of foam that fits perfect on that, so all good. Yeah, it rained just before and we're all nice and dry out there. So yeah, just an update. I'll keep you posted. I'll do another video. I'm not going to continue this video because this is, these are the cups we got. I did a bit of, I was going to get Yetis. I just watched them. These are Carter Fellows. 473 mil. They reckon he got good reviews, better than the Yetis, about the same price. So I thought I'd give them a shot. I've got another cup, and it just doesn't seem to be working very well. It's this one here. It's just a Smash brand. I don't know. They're pretty cheap, just from Big W. Goes all right, but it just doesn't keep your drink. Probably if you put the cap on it, it will, but it seems to be like 20 minutes and it's the coffee's cold. So I think it is a double wall cup, but I don't think it's vacuumed or insulated or anything like that, whereas these ones are. So all good. All right, I'll leave it at that. Otherwise I'm rambling. There's nothing in the shed. Let's go in the shed and have a look, but I don't think there's anything in there to talk about. Yeah, so no, as I thought, all good. I just washed the dogs this morning. Or yesterday, was it? Might have been yesterday actually. Gave them a wash yesterday, so that's why that's out. Charged all my batteries up for all the tools I'm going to need. I did do a video, but I've put a few things from here into there and a few things from there into there, so that way when I am working on the car, I only need to bring this one, which is, I mean, it's on wheels, but because it's so heavy and big, it's really hard to maneuver. You can do it, but it's this one's like a shopping trolley. And that's like a bed, I suppose. That's a comparison to getting that down there, the effort that you got to put in. So yeah, swapped everything over that I would only ever need for cars in there, and more. I mean, there's a lot more other things that I'd never use, but yeah, heaps easier. The only thing is, I was just thinking now, it's got swivel wheels there, but fixed wheels there. So I don't know if it's going to be able to. Yeah, it might do. I still might have to move that one to get that one out, which is a bit unfortunate, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, otherwise I've charged all my batteries up for kind of wheel nuts and stuff and odds and ends, and this thing is ready to go. It's just a lot easier. So yeah, all good. What else have we done? Nothing. No. That's it. That's only in here because it was really rainy the other day, and I don't. It's stainless steel, but if I don't have to get it wet, I won't. I've still got to do the touch-ups on the wall. That's what that paint has been sitting there for ages for. I just keep putting it off. But anyway, yeah. What else are we doing? Might have to clean up some poos. I think it was bin day today, and I forgot all about it. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I might do that now quickly, and then hopefully I get a phone call, and we'll start. Probably start bringing that down and getting some things ready in there, and yeah, we'll be good to go. But anyway, that's all we can do. What's the weather doing? So you can see it's definitely coming in over there. It's all wispy, really dark clouds. It actually looks a bit different. Actually looks worse on the camera, but it's You can definitely see it's very dark over there. Over there looks alright. But yeah, and there's no wind either, so it's like the calm before the big storm. We did have a severe thunderstorm warning, but they cancelled it this morning. That happens all the time. We had a massive hailstorm. Would have been probably 10-15 years ago now. A lot of cars got wrecked. It went through like the main car yard place in Osborne Park. It was like this. It didn't go everywhere in Perth. It just went down a specific corridor, not very wide, but it just so happened that it went through Osborne Park, and that's where all the car yards are in that area. And it just wiped out a whole heap of new cars. And for even now, you still see it very, very rarely, but you still see them now. Like, just cars look like golf balls because all the hailstorm that come through did a heap of damage to the houses and stuff. And they never said anything. They never said that there was going to be a thunderstorm or hail or anything. And since then, anytime it rains now, they say that there's a severe thunderstorm warning. And 99% of the time, it never even eventuates. There wasn't even any lightning or anything. But they said there was a severe thunderstorm warning. So yeah, a bit funny. Another project I've been thinking about is these solar lights are really irritating. You can see how much they fogged up. I've put UV protecting things on there, I've put oil on there, I've done everything, and they turn on. They probably last an hour now, and they're not even 6 months old. The heat really killed them in summer, and then they fogged up and they're just useless now. So the only thing I haven't thrown them out is because all the metal bits are stainless steel, and the bit where the light is glass. I don't know why they didn't use glass on the top as well, but whatever. So yeah, I was thinking of actually putting an LED in them and wiring them up to power to run them off the mains power here. I don't know if it's even worthwhile. I've been trying to find 12 volt garden lights, and to buy 8 of them, because I think that's how much I've got. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8 of them. You're looking at like $500 to get decent ones, stainless steel and glass, not just some plastic ones that are going to last a year. So yeah, I don't know if it's worth doing, or actually buying some stainless steel, but then I can't do the glass. But you could use a jar. You could find a nice jar and do it that way. I don't know. Make a cap, take them to a powder coater, get them all powder coated, or leave them stainless steel. Even that would look pretty good. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. Normally what I do is I'll think about something and I jump on it straight away, and then halfway through the project of doing it, I go, oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that. This was better, this one's cheaper, this one's whatever. So that's why I'm just sitting on them for a while until an idea clicks in my head that that this is the best way to go. But anyway, that spotlight one that shines up on the fountain there, that works the best. That lasts for I wouldn't say all night, but you get about 5-6 hours out of that. But yeah, the rest are just useless. The little ones, I'll pretty much throw them in the bin. They lasted about 3 months. They're pretty crap. Even this one up here in the planter there, that's like a flame effect one. They were pretty expensive too and useless. Even those glass ones, they weren't cheap. They're about $80 just for 4 of them, and didn't even get a year out of them. So I can't even be bothered taking them back. I've got the receipt. I've seen the receipt the other day, and I can't even be bothered taking them. I don't want another set of them. They're going to last bugger all. It's like you can put them up in winter, but then during summer you got to take them down because the heat just cooks them and burns a battery inside them. But yeah, anyway, the best way is normal electricity. I can't be bothered with solar lights anymore. Unless someone knows some good solar lights, let me know, that last for years and years. But yeah, they're not worth it, that's for sure. I can't think of anything else for an update. Like I said, it's been really, really quiet. So yeah, we've not really done a lot. So good in one way, but yeah, bad for the videos because there's just nothing that we're really doing. So anyway, I think we'll leave it at that. Wait for this rain to come in, and we'll get started on the brake project on hopefully tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Anyway, see you then. Catch ya.